Hello, welcome in everyone. We are live streaming on Instagram and on YouTube. Happy Sunday. It's Noelle here, MakeupEsquire, where I go live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to get ready for church. We are completely barefaced today. So a lot of times I do like to get up on here with at least a brow on and my sunscreen. But you know, time got away from me. So I'm just going to be starting out, every once in a while. I like to show the process anyway. With the Ciele Prime and Protect SPF 30. This is a nice base and SPF in one. It's been raining here where I am in Southern California, so I figured this is plenty to just go down the street for church and come back and take this makeup off. As I'm applying this base, you can see that my skin is visibly red. I am just a week and a day post chemical peel, so that's kind of the redness and irritation you're still seeing. Although, if I do say so myself, I think that we are looking pretty good and clear, so it's super exciting to continue to see the results in my skin after having done a series of lasers and a couple chemical peels as a follow-up. So if you're not following my skin journey, I have plenty of content where I go into detail explaining all of the procedures I've been having done and that I plan on continuing to do. Let's see who's in the chat. Welcome in, everyone. Hey, Kat, Sun, Kieran, Susan, Gila, Stacy. Good to see you all, lovely ladies. How are we doing? Happy Sunday, everyone. All right, so for all those just joining, I just put on this Ciele Prime and Protect SPF 30. Hey, Johnny. I was kind of picking at my face and doing some extractions before this live, so those are like the two red dots that you're seeing right there. Just ignore that. Let's start off with a little brow. I've been reaching for this Patrick Ta one lately. It's really nice and thin. And today I am really excited to get into some of the new products that I have picked up during the recent Sephora sale and to share them with y'all. I've been testing out the new products that I've picked up, and I am super excited to showcase them more. I also have a few brushes to share that I have yet to use. A couple of Bisyodo brushes that they were so kind enough to send me. So these are a mix of fox and goat hair, and these are available on the Fude Bobo website. It's part of the additions that they came out with to their already existing goat and fox hair. They're like bigger BF 05 brush that was already available. But they did recently come out with these two smaller ones, and I am very grateful that they sent them to me. They are freshly washed. I did get up on here the other day and show y'all an unboxing. This one I did already have in my collection, so I'm very happy to now have a second one. And yeah, I'm just really happy to see that they have been engraving the handles with the actual names of these brushes. So for reference, this is the BC02 and this is the BP03, because the names are not very obvious. They're kind of hard to remember, along with all my other brush names. So very excited to get into that. I'm also planning on using these beautiful aged Kolinsky brushes that I picked up. These are no longer available. Unfortunately, they sold out really quickly, but they are just exquisite, super soft, freshly washed, and ready to be used. I love Kolinsky because of just how dynamic the hair is, and it's just lovely. All of these brushes are beautiful. These Bisyodo brushes are available on the Fude Bobo website. Unfortunately, Bisyodo is the only brand that's excluded from the ongoing sale that's going on right now for her Black Friday sale. However, all the other brushes on the Fude Bobo website are available right now for 20% off. So if you didn't catch my last video, I went through pretty much every single brush on the Bobo website because I have almost all of them. And I just kind of like by rapid fire started grabbing them. I still have them all here next to me. I would have loved to go into even more detail on them, but I didn't want the video to take, you know, super long. But that sale is going on until December 3rd, Japan time. So you have plenty of time to shop still. And if you do shop for any of the products that I mentioned or showcase or anything else at Sephora or Fude Bobo, or I even have affiliate links with CD Japan and Fude Japan, where a lot of these brushes are also available that I talk about, please do consider using my affiliate links to shop. It really helps support my channel at no additional cost to you. I may earn a small commission, and I invest all the money back into my channel so I can showcase these products for you and review them in an unbiased and impartial way. So thank you so much for the compliment on my nails. These nails are Mooncat in the shade Bootlegger, and they're just kind of like a really pretty penny vibe, right? Like perfect for the month of November. They remind me of Thanksgiving. So yeah, let me catch up with the chat. Okay. Okay, Sun is going on a ride with the fan, doing a no makeup look. Yes, it's been pouring, right? It's been pouring here all weekend. Johnny goes, my birthday's coming up. Anyone want this for Christmas? Yes, happy early birthday, Johnny. Super soft, freshly washed, and ready to be used. Oh, yes, girl. Kieran, do you want to be my queen? Says Johnny. Yes, there's a link to my Shop My in the comment section here on YouTube so that you can refer to any products that I'll be talking about, including the one that I just went ahead and used, this Ciele Prime and Protect SPF 50. It's really nice. It lays really nicely under foundation. It's nice and moisturizing. It's not abundantly glowy for my oily leaning skin. I know people with drier skin that also enjoy that one, so I do recommend it. All right, let's continue on. So I was thinking, I'm gonna go in now with the Danessa Myricks. This is the Blurring Balm powder in the shade Universal. And I'm just gonna go in with this in the T-zone as kind of like a lighter weight primer. I think I'm gonna do kind of like a lighter weight base today because I'm not wearing this makeup for that long, you know, so I'm just going to church. And when I kind of don't feel the need to do a like heavy coverage foundation, I either reach for like a lighter weight skin tint, or I just go in and use like the concealers that I'm using all over the face. And then what I've been doing lately is just reaching for like a powder foundation and just kind of giving my face a nice wash of powder foundation because my skin is looking pretty good. My melasma has really improved. Hyperpigmentation has really improved based on all of the work that I've been doing on my skin. I just feel the need to wear less coverage. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the gift. Yay, Life with Mara just sent a makeup brush. I love that. Thank you. That's so exciting. I was just talking about this. Like I gifted a makeup brush to my friend the other day on her live, Sun here. And I'm not really sure what it does, but it just makes me really happy to receive one. So thank you so much for that. My outfit looks so warm and cozy, Kieran. Thank you so much. This is a cardigan by Jenny Kane, and I'm in love with Jenny Kane's cardigans. I love how you have like the bell sleeve. I have so many different variations of Jenny Kane cardigans. They are super warm and cozy. It's kind of like quiet luxury vibe. It's really nice, high quality, so you know it's gonna last you forever. But yeah, thank you, Kieran. I appreciate that. All right, so you know what I did want to try for the first time as a first impression with y'all is the Creal in the concealer in the shade 1.5. So my weekend's been lovely. Thank you. I hope everybody else is having a good weekend. Hey Amber, how are you? And I don't know if this is going to be too light of a shade, or maybe I'll like it. Y'all know how I already love the Creal concealer, and I have it in the shade 3, 4, and 5 already. So this one is marketed as good to wear all over the face. So here are my other shades that I have in the Creal concealer. So sometimes I just be putting this all over my face and using it instead of foundation. Oh, Kieran, she just sent a super chat. Thank you so much. That warms my heart and it makes me so happy. She says, love your Sunday lives. I love when you're here to attend them. It's not the same without you here, Kieran. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So y'all, I was looking into, because I had previously mentioned how I've seen, I'm not going to drop any names because I'm not trying to like rat anybody out, but like, I have seen other channels. Let's see if, because back on the Creal concealer topic, I got one for my mom during the Sephora sale. She's lighter than me. And so, yay, another super chat. Let's go. And my mom, she hasn't tried it out, but I got her the shade. I kind of swatched the shades on her hands. I swatched the shade 3, 1, and 1.5. And she thought the shade 1 would work on her. So I kept the shade 1.5. And I just figured I'd try it on myself and see if it would work out on me. And then if, I know I shouldn't keep it because I already have so many concealers. Like this is excessive and it's a pricey concealer, but I love it. Like I truly love the Creal concealer and I tell myself it's worth it because I could use it all over the face. But I don't, yeah, like that's a nice like brightening shade. Right now I don't have a self tan on, so I think that this would be too light maybe if I did have a self tan on. But for instance, like I can combine it with the shade 5. This is, by the way, the Face Flex. So look at the difference between, that's the shade 5. So see, I feel like I can get like a nice, see, that might even be a little dark for my skin tone right now. So I don't know. I feel like I can kind of work with it all. So we'll see. But anyway, what I was saying is, yes, and I am wearing Lashify. You can get 20% off the Lashify website using my link as well, which I have linked here for you. These are the lashes I'm rocking. I've been rocking these all week and they're still like, I was considering redoing them before this live, but they're looking pretty good still. So switching out my lashes is kind of like switching out my, like washing my hair. Like if I can avoid it, I will do my absolute best to avoid it for as long as possible. And that's kind of where we're at with the hair situation too. Cause like today's typically hair wash day, but it's raining and it's supposed to rain tomorrow and Tuesday too. So I'm just kind of like, ugh, the last thing I want to do is wash my hair when it's raining. It's kind of like, why wash your car in the rain? Although growing up, my chore was to wash cars at home. And I would complain to my dad on rainy days and be like, why do I have to wash the car when it rains? It's expected to rain this week. And he'd be like, there's a difference between having a clean car in the rain and having a dirty car in the rain. He was like always one to wash his cars like every other day. Anyway, what I was saying, y'all, about the super chats, thank you again, Kieran. Hey, Jesus, was that I told y'all I was gonna try to work out like a giveaway situation for the super chats. By the way, the concealer brush I'm using is part of the Fude Bobo sale. If she's still available, highly recommend this one. This one is the little baby brush to its big daddy that I love using for foundation, like overall foundation, because it's good. It could be used with creams, liquids, and powders. And you could also use, of course, like I like this one for bronzer too. It's a 5D brush, so it's really cool how it has tapered sides all around. The reason, and so it's the same exact shape, except, you know, it's available in the large or in the small individually. So you have the ability to use these sides right here, the larger sides, and then, you know, on the narrow sides of the brush, and then on the smaller ends, these bristles here are also tapered, allowing you to get into, you know, smaller areas of the face, like right here in your temples. And then of course it's a flat top, so you can use the flat surface as well. And all of these natural hair brushes are hand bundled, so it's literally such a lovely piece of art to look at and to think, wow, like an artisan hand bundled these brushes, none of which have been cut by machines. They totally look like they've been cut by machines because they're just, you know, so evenly and meticulously bundled. They're flawless, right? And they have that beautiful persimmon dye. So they use persimmons to dye these so that it doesn't mess with the integrity of the brushes and keeps them soft, but it gives them that beautiful hair dye that does not come out after you wash them. So anyway, as I've been recovering from my chemical peel, this is kind of how I've been doing my makeup. I'll do like a concealer in the T-zone like I'm doing right now, and then on the perimeter of my face I'll use like one of these Makeup by Mario like cream or liquid bronzer. So that's probably what I'm gonna do right now. I'm really just trying to like finish this one up because I'm hitting pan and I'm so close. And then I won't repurchase it because I have this one, so I'm trying to get through this one as well. If I'm missing any questions because the chat is going by pretty quickly, please feel free to repeat yourself. I never intend on missing any comments or questions. Yes, Karen, thank you for reminding everybody to like the live, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Yes, but I go live every Sunday at this hour, so I'd love to have you come back, and you can turn on your notifications because sometimes I go live randomly at other days and times. But what I was saying, y'all, the ADD is ADDing. I have so much to talk about, clearly. I go on tangents. But I was talking about when it comes to the super chats, I had mentioned that I was going to try to come up with, and I'm going to use, I think we can use, I'm trying to decide which one I want to use out of these two. Let's see about this smaller one to get into these. Like the hairline. I was going to try to, because I've seen other channels do giveaways when people give super chats here on YouTube. They'll like write their name down and then enter them in a running, like a bucket, and then once a month they'll pull from the bucket and read a name off and then do like $100 gift card or something, you know. And so I wanted to start to do that. But in reading up on YouTube's guidelines, it appears that that is actually not allowed, and it violates the rules on YouTube, unfortunately. YouTube is, hey Locke, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the super chat. You're so sweet. Thank you for being here. I know how hectic your schedule is being a nurse, so it's always such a pleasure to have you. You are always so supportive. Thank you so much for the super chat, Locke. I really appreciate you. Yeah, so it seems like that's like a big no-no, that I'm not allowed to reward people even by like a random drawing in exchange for super chats, which is really unfortunate because I really wanted to start to do that. I'm just really paranoid of my channel getting yanked, and it looks like YouTube can yank your channel for doing that. So I'm still kind of doing my research. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but based on what I've been seeing in looking into it, that's what it appears is the case. And if people are getting away with it, you know, good for them. But I'm not trying to take any chances. I've worked so long and hard on this channel. I put a lot of time and effort into it. And I just really, I don't know, that would be devastating if YouTube were to take any action like that. So, yeah, so I'm gonna figure something else out. We'll see what I can do about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's almost like they don't want you to be like asking people for money. So they see that as asking people for money to like reward them with that. Anyway, okay. Let's keep going. So what I was thinking as far as a look today is to do a kind of like a fall inspired lippy. And I pulled these Gucci ones out. I mentioned how I really love the Gucci formula, and I even purchased a Gucci lipstick this round of the Sephora sale, and I wore it yesterday and it wore beautifully in the shade Love Before Breakfast. But I did film that look because I went to a birthday party last night. It was a lot of fun. And I put on that shade Love Before Breakfast, and then I put on the Prada lipstick in the shade P55 in the center. They are similar, but not the same. Okay. Any dudes on here would probably be like, those look like the exact same. But to me, they're different. The Prada is like a little bit more cool tone. I love both of the formulas. It's a nice matte formula on each of them. In the Prada, it's their hyper matte. And yeah, that wore really lovely. I paired it with the, and I showcased this in my prior Sephora haul too, but the Patrick Ta lip liner was the only magenta lip liner I was able to find on the Sephora website. And so I picked it up in the shade She's Hard to Get. And it's made in South Korea. That's interesting. And that paired beautifully with that lip. And yeah, it was really nice. So I don't want to redo that because I am working on editing that video to get it up. So for today's look, I'm thinking about using either one of these by Gucci. So, you know, it's fall. I think like a vampier looking lip would be cute. As you can see, these are untouched. So we have Peggy Taupe here in Gucci and Linnet Stone. Thank you so much, Bill B. Thank you for all the compliments. Oh, Shimmy Scott sent me $100 gift, 100-point gift. Thank you, Shimmy Scott. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Sending kisses. I'm getting so much love today, y'all. I'm feeling all the feels from everyone. Y'all make me so happy. Hey, Sonia, how are you, babe? So, yes, Linnet Stone or Peggy Taupe. What y'all think? Maybe we can even use a little bit of both. Use Peggy Taupe and then Linnet Stone in the middle, since that one seems to be a little bit lighter. Those are some beautiful browns, right? Brad sent a gift. Thank you, Brad. I appreciate you. He sent me a flower. Thank you, Brad. I'm loving it. I'm loving all these gifts today. Feel showered with love. Shimmy Scott sent another $100 gift. Thank you, Shimmy Scott. I really appreciate it, y'all. Fine AF. Okay, thank you. Love the compliment. Put this on your lips. Okay, y'all seem to want to see that. I love you, Rashid. All right, cool. So for lip liners, I pulled out a few that I think would go with the lip look. So let me just powder this down and finish the face, and then we'll get into the lippy, okay? But that's kind of like a foreshadowing as to what the makeup look is gonna be like today. Thank you, Bill B. I bet you look good in the morning when you wake up. Well, these Lashify eyelashes make me look fab and glam 24/7, so they do really help, I will say. Brad sent me another flower. Thank you, Brad. Loving all the flowers. You are so kind. I'd eat your cake until I died of diabetes. Y'all, I can't. Y'all are too much. Y'all are too much. Ooh, I should match the lip to my nails, says Michelle. That's the vibe I was thinking, right? All right, so yeah, I've tried the YSL powder, Stacey, for the first time yesterday when I filmed that makeup look that I did for the birthday party I went to, and so far so good. She has looked beautiful. She wore really nicely all night. I also tried for the first time the new Gucci setting powder that I purchased in the shade 1, the matte powder. That one was a really nice one in my T-zone as well. Very happy with that so far. So, yeah, this one, the standard was high because y'all know I love my Huda Beauty. So, you know, it's kind of hard to impress me with setting powder these days. But I've been liking this one. Yeah. First of all, it's matte. And I was going back and forth picking up the translucent one or the yellowy one. And I had both on my wish list and I was like, so close. Shimmy Scott sent me another makeup brush. Thank you. I'm loving all the gifts. I'm from Southern California. Girls are so lucky, says Daniel. Why is that? I love being a girl, so I don't disagree. You were thinking of picking up that Gucci one, Stacey? Yeah, I already had, as I've mentioned before, the prior version of the Gucci powder, which I think is still available. I have it in the shade 3, and that one is marketed as a matte natural powder. And then this one is their matte powder. So the difference that I'm seeing thus far is that the matte powder that released more recently is more pigmented. So yeah, they're both matte, but this one is more like translucent. So I think this other one that's more translucent is better suited maybe for like setting all over the face. And then I picked up the one that it was more opaque to kind of like give me a little bit of coverage in the T-zone. Yeah. Yeah. Southern California. I'm from SoCal. So yeah. Yeah. So it's possible that one might be better for your dry skin. Maybe the more translucent one. I don't know, because I don't have dry skin right now. But Gucci has really nice complexion products. I really love their concealer. I've been using this one a lot while I recover from my chemical peel, and I've just had to keep the coverage like super light. And I was mentioning the Armani one as well as like a lightweight concealer that's really, really pretty underneath the eyes. So I've been pairing those two together. And yeah, it's been nice. Shumi Scott sent me another gift, a thumbs up. Thank you. I love that. What am I gonna do with all these gifts? So, please go ahead and like the video, y'all. Share it out to anybody who you think might want to watch my content. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know where you're from. If you're watching for the first time, welcome. We have a lot of fun here. All right, so let's keep going. So we're pretty set with powder right now. Other than the perimeter of the face. So let's go in with the shade 3 in the Gucci bronzer. And let's say we use this new Bisyodo brush. 60 watching and only 36 likes. Come on, y'all, help a girl out. Thank you, Kat, for the reminder. Y'all can do better than that. Let's try to match the likes to the viewers. Oh my gosh, these bristles are so soft. I love how this angled shape like this has these tapered bristles. It like perfectly hugs your cheekbone. Gorgeous. Again, that natural hair, the fox and the go. I mean, it's just top-notch quality. It is so, so soft and gentle on the skin. These bristles are perfect if you have sensitive skin, aging skin. It just applies makeup flawlessly. It feels like a cotton poof. like a little bunny tail. It's like you just keep applying more and more makeup because it just feels so like soft on the skin. You feel absolute no pokiness. Absolutely no pokiness. Let's do just like a tiny bit of contour. I've been using my Dior contour stick in the shade 3. And I kind of want to use this Kolinsky brush again. So the thing that I love about Kolinsky is that it's like so easy to just like wipe off and to reuse. The product on it just comes right off. So I just want to give my jawline a little bit of dimension. Eye candy, says Daniel. You're a bunny tail, Noe, says Kieran. Oh, lovely nails, and I'm attracted to your intelligence, says Eric. Thank you. Makeup is pretty, says Chloe. Thank you. Oh, you might do a live later on today, Kieran. Let me know if you do. All right, yeah, so that gives me like some nice dimension. These bristles are super soft, very exquisite brush here. Lovely handle with Mount Fuji there. Beautiful Japanese artwork on the handle, all made by hand. I love how thin this shape is, so it really gets into the nooks and crannies. So I wanted to showcase these like once on my channel, and then probably gonna put them away because they are limited, and y'all know I don't like to tease y'all with things that you can't continue to purchase. So anyway, okay. Yeah, we already powdered with the Gucci bronzer. Let's do a little bit of spot concealing. I go in with the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Ginger. And then this brush is like my go-to for spot concealing. This is by Curado, and you can grab it on the Fude Beauty website. I do have an affiliate link with Fude Beauty. And it's just perfect because it comes to like a tip. It's super soft though, Kolinsky bristles. And so this is exactly what I use this brush for. Like if I have a blemish, it's the best. It's the look, blemish be gone. You see I have a blemish right here because I was picking at my skin earlier. And this brush is pretty reasonably priced too. I mentioned on here before that I even gifted one to my dad, so that whenever he has a blemish, he can use a nice brush, because he was using probably just like, I don't know what before, but it really does make a difference in your overall makeup when you use nice brushes. So that I'm just gonna go back in with my concealer brush and kind of tap that in just to make sure that it's all nice and blended in. I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury color corrector, and I'm gonna do a little bit of color correcting. And for this color corrector, I'm gonna go in with this brush that is on sale. So Fude Bobo has these Chikuhodo and Fude Bobo collaboration brushes. You can find them by searching for that under brands. And these are, you can differentiate which ones these are by looking for the black to blue gradient handles on the Fude Bobo website. And you can't go wrong with any of them. There's so many shapes, and these are all on sale for 20% off. She has different hairs available in this series, different shapes, and I love them all. Another similar one that's available for 20% off is by Eyeshadow. And this one's like Weasel and Pine Squirrel, I think, or Tea Squirrel and Pine. I should have looked it up. I keep like saying I think, but regardless of what it is, this one's a nice one for this purpose too, but I've been using this one as like an eyeshadow brush lately. I've been loving just like putting on like a one and done eyeshadow with this larger brush, 20% off. Can't beat that. But for now, I'm going to use this one by Bobo and Chikuhodo. It's Kalinsky. And I'm going to go in with my color corrector here by Charlotte Tilbury. And because I didn't do heavy coverage like everywhere, I'll just do a little bit of color corrector in the area where I need it. And I got this exact color corrector from my mom too. And she reported back that she liked it so far. She was sharing concerns about having some darkness right here on the inner corner of her eyes. So I thought that she would like this color corrector to do a little bit of color correcting. So if you have like some purpley blue hues anywhere around your face, that's what a color corrector is good for. Anything that leans more orange or peach corrects blue to purple tones. And so if you don't color correct those hues and you just go straight up with a concealer, you often get like a gray cast because first you have to kind of color correct it and then you go in and cover it. And sometimes I forget to use a color corrector before, so then I just go in on top with one and it works fine. So that's kind of what I did right now, but it is more ideal to go in with a color corrector prior to your concealer. So, hey Dean. Thank you, Shimmy Scott, for another makeup brush because I totally need more makeup brushes, right? These are all the makeup brushes that I have here that I'm working with in front of me. Thank you for that. You're glad my mom likes it, Kat. King Isaac sent me a makeup brush. Yes, I'm loving all these makeup brushes being sent to me. Y'all know I love my makeup brushes, so I'll take virtual ones any day. Thank you, y'all. Hey, King Isaac. All right, so we have bronzer. Now let's move on to a little bit of blush. I told y'all I was good during the sale and limited myself to one blush. And my pick was the Make Me Blush by YSL. King Isaac sent me a makeup brush. Shout out to King Isaac. Thank you. And so, yeah, this one I've been enjoying as well. So let's go ahead and use this new Bisyodo brush with this one, shall we? This one's lovely because it has the tapering along the side, so it can be used for so many things. Ooh, you see that pickup? These natural hair bristles have this ability to pick up powder in just like the most effortless way. Because the hairs are like porous in a way that differentiates natural hairs from synthetic hairs. So that allows these hairs to pick up these powders beautifully and set them down really nicely and evenly across the skin. How gorgeous is that, y'all? Ooh. So at first I thought I might not need this blush because I thought maybe it like really wouldn't show up enough on my medium to tan skin tone. But sometimes I do want like a more toned down blush, right? Depending on what's going on the rest of my face. Like today we're going to do like a dark vampire like lip. So this is where I would want to grab like a more toned down blush. And I think that this one can go with so many different looks. All right, I'm excited to get into this lip. But first, real quick, I just want to do a quick little nose contour. And I like using the Isamaya contour stick in the shade Oak to give me kind of like a little button nose and to kind of give me a little contour around the outline of my lips as well. Let's see which brush I want to use for this. I'll use this one. This one's another brush by Bobo and Chikuhodo. This one's the SO2. And I really like this brush for, it's like a smudger brush. So for smudging out really close to the lower lash line, it's a really great detail brush. So highly recommend checking this one out. It's a must to have good detail smudger brushes in your collection. Who's picking up the new Sonia G release? I think that's releasing tomorrow, right? On Beautylish. Thank you. You're fairly attractive. We'll watch you do your makeup. Thank you. All right. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and use like a little fluffier one to kind of blend that out more. Damn, Kieran's popular up in here today in my comment section. Kieran, get it, girl. Well, everybody's gonna want to follow Kieran because she goes live sometimes too. So check her channel out. Hey, Ryan. Hey, tall boy. All right. I kind of go back in with my blush brush and blend that out so it's not too harsh. Sometimes I even go back in with like whatever's left on my powder puff that I use for powder and kind of tone down that nose contour as well. Just so it gives like a little bit of definition and dimension so it doesn't look completely bare up against the rest of my face, you know? That's kind of the goal. You can also go back in with like your concealer brush. There's Kieran's channel linked for y'all to go follow my girl Kieran. Thank you, Kat, for doing that. Sorry, I'm cleaning while watching the live. She says, no worries, girl. You're popular up in here. All right. Now I think we can move on to the lips, the highly anticipated lippy. So I brought out the shade Foxy Brown in Charlotte Tilbury. I love my Isamaya lip liners. I have my warmer leaning ones, Bean and Geisha. And then I also love these two shades by Makeup Forever, Universal Earth and Versatile Chestnut. So I'm trying to decide which one would be the best one to use. I don't know why I was thinking more warmer leaning ones. We could also go cool, or we can go for a more neutral one. You know which one I did pick up from the Sephora sale too is this Makeup by Mario one in the shade Burnt Sienna. Thank you, Pete, for the flower. I appreciate that. So maybe we'll try out the Burnt Sienna shade because I'm considering returning it because I think I accidentally picked up Burnt Sienna, but I meant to pick up a different shade. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll end up keeping Burnt Sienna. I just wanted to wipe off my lips to make sure I don't have anything on them. So let's see about this Burnt Sienna. I was just thinking it might be a little warm. I mean, you know, there's a time and the place, right? For warm lip liners. I want to see, curious as to how it compares to my other warm lip liners. So I might have to do like a swatch party for myself and compare it to some other ones in my collection before I decide whether to keep it or not. One that's coming to the top of my head as far as another warm lip liner that I have already is Parchment by Anastasia Beverly Hills, for instance. So it kind of reminds me of that one. So if it's too similar, I don't know. I might have to go back. I'm looking at my lip liners right here. I love the Makeup by Mario lip liners. They are amazing. They ended up being my top recommendation for the Sephora sale. You see how it's a little orange, y'all. It's a little too warm for the lips that we have planned for today. So I don't think that's gonna work out, unfortunately. Unfortunately not. I think we're gonna have to mix it up with something more cool tone. So my cool tone ones are Liberica and Tonka. Let's go with Tonka. Thank you, Victory. So this is the thing. Christina Jones says, I love your hair. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I did like this half up, half down hairstyle. And Ghost Sixer says, I love your outfit. Thank you. Very cozy. Wow, slay, says Skip Keen. Thank you, Had Adcock. Did everyone like the video? There's 62 likes and 81 viewing. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Sammy Omidi is your favorite actress, and I look like her, Victory 974. I don't know who that is, but I hope she's pretty. This is why I like these wooden type of pencil lip liners, because it's easy to adjust and to pivot if you need to kind of you know, switch it up like I'm doing right now. Kind of cleaning up because I'm reading comments as I'm doing my lips, and so I got out of the lines a couple times there. And then the reason I love the Makeup by Mario lip liners is because he provides us with a lip brush on the other side, and I love that. I like you, Liston. And the brush just is really helpful to blend it out. So I either use the other side of the Makeup by Mario one. And sending kisses to you too, Peter, if that's how you pronounce it. Oh, your mom has that sweater, Christina Jones? Well, she has good taste. Glad to hear that, period. I love that. I hope your mom is following my channel. Sounds like she would like my content too. So I always have this Bisyodo lip brush handy. I love you, Liston. Thank you, Goddess, as name. Oh, I didn't even know Makeup by Mario reformulated their lip liners. Interesting. Okay. All right. That's enough blending. Let's get into the lips. So here they are again. Peggy Taupe and Linnet Stone. Okay. So it looks like Linnet Stone is cooler than Peggy Taupe. I'm well, thank you. How are you, Christoph? Interesting. All right, so let's first go in with Peggy Taupe. First time using this. I'm from Southern California, Jordan Scott. Ooh, that's pretty. Right? Let's do Linnet Stone on the top lip just to kind of see the difference. Thank you for the compliment on my nails. Thank you, Christoph. Clearly, I could not decide on which of these to get, so that's why I just picked up both. You can kind of tell the difference, right? Between the two shades. I don't think I needed both, but here we are. So now I'm just gonna go in and mix the two. Pretty, huh? These are made in Italy too. So these again are the Gucci. These are the, so Gucci has a couple different versions and formulas of lippies. So these are the, so they have like the regular bullet lipsticks. These are the more slim ones. So they have like a sheen to them, which makes them really comfortable. Thank you, Liston. Thank you, Daisy. Thank you all for the compliments. Ooh, now we have more likes than we have watchers. Love that. Make sure you all are subscribed to my channel and follow me on Instagram at MakeupEsquire too. Let me know where you're watching from. So that's pretty, right? I love your earrings, says Christina. Thank you. Christiana. Sorry if I've been mispronouncing your name. Stacy, you love the lips? Thank you. It's not usually there's my Instagram. Go hit a follow on my Instagram, y'all, if you're not following me on Instagram. Your makeup is slay, queen, says Michael Angelo. Thank you. Yeah, this is not my normal lippy. I don't usually go for something so vampy like this, like dark brown. So I guess I'm feeling the fall vibes, you can say. I'm single. I mean, yes, non-married. I'm not married. All right, let's go in with eyeshadow. Shall we? Let's try to do something that matches this eye look. I've been trying to reach for my Merit Solo shadows more lately because I have a few shades in them and they're just really easy one and dones. So love those. Yeah, I'm trying to look for, I have I have this one Chanel single that I think will look really good with this look too. This was in the shade Brune Fauve. That would be pretty, right? Let's start out with that one maybe. Here's Mid-Century, I'm thinking too. Brune by Merit. Omar Ahmed, thank you. He says, you cute. I live in the United States of America. All right. So maybe I can do Brune as kind of like an eyeliner-ish type of thing, and then we'll go in with the Chanel single in 240 Brune Fauve. I picked this one up on Nordstrom, so you might still be able to pick this one up on Nordstrom. I'll link everything after this live for y'all to shop my links if you're interested in any of these. But yeah. So I'm looking for like a fluffy. So these couple of brushes here available, again, the Bobo Chikuhodo collaboration brushes. These are beautiful and they would be great with this eyeshadow. So I'm going to go in with this one. This is a Goat and Squirrel mix. The brush I used for bronzer, that was the, sorry, Frenchy Mom 43, I just saw that comment. It's this one by Bisyodo. It's the BP03. Available on the Fude Bobo website. And also, I think also available on CD Japan and Fude Beauty. Love that, by Bisyodo. Okay, so highly recommend this one by Bobo and Chikuhodo, 20% off right now. And yes, of course, my pleasure. Yes, I do a lot of makeup tutorials on my channel, Introvert. Subscribe to my channel. I have a ton of videos. And it's really soft. You get this, the mix of the bristles not only gives it a beautiful, you know, mixed black and white hue. Thank you for the gift, Nonsense. You sent a laughing disco. Thank you. Thank you, Sandra Coleman. Happy early birthday, Christiana. Hey, James Garcia. And so you get the function of the goat and the softness of the squirrel. Thank you for the makeup brush, Introvert. Holla. I can't have enough makeup brushes, clearly. Thank you for the flower. Introvert sent me a flower. Y'all are so sweet. All right, so let's go in and see how this performs with this very pigmented matte Chanel eyeshadow. And I'm not going to go in with an eye primer today, I don't think, because I kind of just want to see how these, I think, you know, I think I'm okay. I think I'm safe going in with, when you're using certain, you know, high quality eyeshadows like Chanel, I've had pretty good luck not always having an eye primer on. You see how pigmented that was? I like barely dipped into that. Woo! Now I feel like I should have been more careful, but we'll make this work. We'll make this work. This is a very efficient brush because of the shape and size. So again, that slanted 3D shape, you can see the bristles taper on one side. It's perfect for this sweeping windshield wiper motions like this. So if you want to just do a one and done all over your eyelid and get out the door, I love this one for that purpose. It's not too big, it's not too small. Look at that. And it's just blending out that eyeshadow effortlessly with minimal tugging. You don't see my skin getting pulled and irritated. No pokey bristles at all whatsoever. It feels so soft. Beautiful. Look at that. At first it looks scary, but look at that. These brushes make you feel like a pro because of how easy and effortless you can do your makeup with them. Thank you, Live Gamer. Yeah, I'm going to church, Christiana. That's what I'm doing my makeup for. So every Sunday at 3 p.m. on my channel here, I get ready with y'all to go to church. So make sure you're subscribed to catch my future lives. Sometimes I surprise you. The brand it's a collaboration between Bobo and Chikuhodo. And this particular brush is the SO3. And it's available right now on the Fude Bobo website for 20% off. I recommend any of the brushes in this series. This is just one of many that are amazing. Thank you for subscribing, Introvert. Hey, Preet Sura. Shout out to you if you're just joining. Welcome in. Make sure you're liked and you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And share this video out to all your friends. Thank you, BugSnug123, for the 100 points. Yay. Another 100 points. Thank you so much. You're so pretty, says Introvert. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, Young Zay. Thank you, y'all, for the compliments and for all the gifts and the points. Look at how beautiful that shade is just by itself. Right? This brush just feels so nice. It kind of makes you want to just like keep applying it and continue to diffuse it. These Chanel eyeshadows, like they look like they're basic. Like why would you pay that much for like a single eyeshadow? Used to be even my thought. admittedly, but then when I use them, I'm like, oh, okay. I see that. Thank you for sending a thumbs up, introvert. All of this activity on my live helps my channel grow. So I really appreciate each and every one of you just being here, watching, liking, sending gifts, virtual gifts, virtual anything. It's really helpful to me. So thank you so much. I do not take it for granted. Oh, okay. Thank you, James Garcia. I'll take it. Excuse me. Introvert said, sent a party hat. Thank you. Clearly reading that comment made me blush so much that I choked. James Garcia, over on Instagram. I'm okay for now, Frosty Cupcake. I think that my moderators have it under control. But please, please be nice and respectful in the comments so you don't have to be silenced. Hey, Nisha Deal. But thank you. I appreciate you offering your help. If Kat, my moderator, asks for any additional help, I'll definitely consider it. Oh, thank you, Jordan Scott. You don't just look amazing. You seem like an amazing person. All right, so that's pretty, right? Let's do a little bit of that on the bottom lash line. And I'm going to take that smudger brush that I used earlier for my nose contour that I told you I really like, the SO2. And I'm going to show you what I like to use it for. Look at that. Getting really close up against that lash line. Hey, Rakesh. I'm good. How are you? Oh, I have both of the Bisyodo. I have honestly, all of the Bisyodo lip brushes. They have some travel ones, and those are pretty much the same shapes as their standard ones. But there's one that has like a more flat top, and then there's one that's like more pointed. Honestly, girl, you cannot go wrong with either of them. They're both great and amazing, and it'd be hard for me to choose if I had to choose one. They're priced the same. I don't feel like one is better than the other. Just take your pick, honestly. I use them interchangeably. It's nice having two, just in case, like, for one, you want to use one for, like, lip gloss, and then on the other one, it's, like, dirty because, like, you did, like, a more bold red lippy the other day or something like that, so you don't want to, like, wash them. I oftentimes use those lip brushes for, like, I've talked about how I love this lip gloss formula, but I don't like the dough. So like I like use a lip brush to like scrape off the gloss, dip it back in, scrape off the gloss. And that way I'm not like putting on whatever, like if I have a lipstick on and I want to put on a gloss on top, that's how I prevent the doe foot applicator from getting all, you know, filled with covered in my whatever lipstick I have going on underneath. So yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do a little wing. I guess I could use either Mid-Century or Brune. Brune is just like cooler and Mid-Century is like a warmer brown. I've been going, just as a side note, I've been live streaming on my YouTube on my phone vertically. I know some people prefer horizontal. I just, you know, I've noticed that YouTube is trying to push this type of vertical content out more. So it just, you know, I appreciate you if you prefer the horizontal content, but you're still here watching my vertical content anyway. But just so you know, I did recently find out that YouTube is going to try to fix that problem and give everybody what they want. And allow us to be live streaming both vertically and horizontally as like a new feature at the same time. And that way you can watch depending on, you know, what your preference is. So that's good. So just bear with me, please. And I'm going to try to figure that out for those of you who like watching horizontally, like on your TV or something. But y'all can let me know in the comments if you have a preference one way or the other. I'm just curious. But yeah, I mean, I had a whole like camera setup and everything for horizontal content. And I was doing that for a while. But I just get so much more traffic when I go vertically for some reason on my phone. So yeah, of course, Kieran. Yeah. Hello from Liverpool, England. Hey, Peter Kelly. Thanks for being here. I'm doing makeup because I'm getting ready and because doing makeup is fun. Could be your edit to answer your question. All right, so I like to take a, let me grab it. I need my Tensedo KQ12S. This is my favorite brush by Tensedo. So all Tensedo brushes are on sale for 20% off. And I went through all of the ones that I have in my collection. So feel free to refer to that other video. But I've raved about this brush so much. You can use it for so many different uses. It's hand bundled perfectly. It's so soft, yet razor sharp. And you can use it for brows. You can use it to, you know, put on glitter eyeshadows. You can use it to clean up around your lips. I mean, the uses for this are endless. I like to use it to, like, for instance, right here. You see how this wing isn't as sharp as I'd want it, but this one is sharper? Look at this Tensedo brush. This is the KQ12S. Right now on sale for 20% off. It just is. You see how precise that is? Razor sharp. So if you struggle with your wing liners, look at that. Fear not with the Tensedo KQ12S. It's so good. So good. I always have it on me, even though I have so many brushes that I rotate my brushes. But when this is not in front of me, I miss it. And therefore, it's pretty much always in front of me. So, how long does it take me to look perfect? Well, I don't know that I ever achieve absolute perfection, but I kind of just go with however much time I have. And I make do. I could have even used this brush to do my wing too. Be really good for that too. Sharp enough to cut a bitch. That's how we like our wings up in here. Oh, Cozy Smalls, I don't know who that is. Megan from Cat's Eye. I hope she's pretty though, if I look like her. We looking even with our wings? I don't know how to answer that, Indigo. Y'all crack me up with these comments up in here. Okay. What else should we do? I kind of like it just as it is. What y'all think? I like taking this, you know, it's all in the details, okay? This Color Wow root powder just kind of gives me like a perfected hairline right here. I have it in the shade dark brown. So it kind of helps like give you a shadow. You don't even have to be like losing hair or anything, but hey, if you are like, you know, something like that. But you can just take a regular eyeshadow, honestly, but you can get this at Sephora. It comes in all different shades for different hair colors. But anytime I'm wearing like my hair up or something, I like to kind of fill in any spots that I see to just kind of look more full. If I were going like out, I'd probably do more to my hair to fix it better. But like I said, it's been raining, so I like can't be bothered with the hair situation. All right, let's do a little mascara. Hourglass Caution. Love this one. Hey, Tammy. Oh, thank you, James Garcia, for the compliment. I appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing, y'all. Make sure you like the video and share it out. You wish you were going to church, Jordan? Maybe you still can, depending on where you live and what time it is there. I have a freckle in my eye. It's not a mole, it's a freckle. Okay. Eyebrow gel. Let's use some eyebrow gel. I've been loving this Rare Beauty one, and there's a gift set right now on Sephora where you can get the mini mascara with it. And you basically get it for free because you get the full-size brow gel and the mini mascara for like the size of the full-size brow gel alone. Hey, Ron, more. Oh, okay. Scotland, 12:15 a.m. Well, maybe another day you can go. I have a colleague from Scotland. Thank you, Albert, for passing by and double tapping. Highlighter next. Automation Gangs. You're reading my mind. My name's Noelle Christiana. All right, what should we do for highlighter, y'all? Y'all already know which highlighter I'm going to pull out, right? Y'all already know. Gucci. Gucci in the shade 03. Y'all, this makeup look is now, I'm realizing, clashing with my outfit because my outfit is cool toned and my makeup look turned out really warm toned. So I think I'm gonna have to change. After this, I'm gonna put on a warm tone sweater, like a brown. So just ignore that. I obviously didn't plan for that. I was just cold, so I just grabbed this cardigan. But let's go in with a highlighter. So these are the couple of brushes that I have in front of me that I've been grabbing for highlighter. So these are available on the Foodie Bubble website for 20% off. And yeah, thank you for the compliment, Mike. You can't come meet me, but maybe one day I'll do like a meet and greet and I'll let you know about it. You love my hair. Thank you, James. I don't live in Arizona. I live in Southern California. So when I want a more diffused highlighter, I use this one. It's kind of like this candle shaped brush by Koyudo. It's available on the Foodie Bubble website if it's still in stock. It comes in and out of stock. Again, that beautiful persimmon dye, that beautiful gradient black to red handle, handmade, hand bundled, gorgeous, right? You can use it for a lot of things. Powder contour, powder blush, under eye setting, T-zone setting powder, highlighter, This one is like a larger eye brush, and this one's by the brand Number 8. And so see, it's labeled eye, but you don't always have to go with what a brush is labeled for. You can use your imagination. And that's the cool thing about all these brushes, that there's so many different uses that you can find for them. And so if you do want to do like a one and done eye look, like I just did with that single by Chanel, I would go in and use this one. 2, I could have totally used this one for the same, in the same way that I use this one, just a different brush. But I also like using this one for targeted highlighter. So it's just a different vibe. So like I can show y'all on one side, I'll use this one for highlighter, kind of just on the top of my cheekbone. If you want to keep your highlighter in a very concentrated area, maybe you have like a really intense highlighter that you're working with and you don't want to kind of get it everywhere. But if you want a more diffused highlighter look, you can use this brush. See how beautiful those bristles just, I say they dance on the skin. These natural hair bristles dance. You see how they move like a centipede? I mean, it's a testament to how soft these bristles truly are. You see that? So let me know kind of like what your style is. Do you prefer a more diffused highlighter, or do you prefer a more targeted highlighter like this? Can you see the difference? I hope the camera's showing it. Maybe I'll zoom y'all in a little bit. That one's more diffused. This one's more targeted. Right here. Cute, right? So I could have also used this Bisyodo one too for like a nice diffused highlighter as well. We'll love that. Diffused. We're getting some feedback. Thank you for subscribing, y'all, and for liking the video and sharing it out. You would go for more targeted, says Odelia. Okay, somebody said diffused. Somebody said more targeted. Interesting. Both work, our Malk said. Targeted. I want to shine, says Karen. You could also do both. You could do like a diffused, and then you could even do like targeted on top to like really have like a very pinpoint highlighter look. That'll work too. And then I like to take like a smaller detail brush and just kind of hit the tops of the brows, or the brow bones, underneath the brows, down the center of my nose, to give us like a more snatched nose and kind of fake a rhinoplasty. Stunning, darling. Very dashing, says Arthur. Love that. Thank you. Okay, bye, Stacy. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up soon, too. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend as well. All right, y'all. I think that's going to be the look. Thank you so much for the $100 points gift, Tylen Coleman. ×2, ×3. Let's go. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ava, for the compliment. Cruz, I don't really do people's makeup right now, but thank you so much for the compliment and for asking. I'll pass on wiping the makeup off since I'm actually going to have to head out now. I love your makeup, says Elena Brick. Thank you. All right, y'all. Please make sure to like the live. And if you are shopping any of the products that I use today, please go ahead and shop through my links. It really helps my channel out. One last hurrah. I'll use this brush. Okay, this is available on the Foodie Bubble website as a duo This is Red Fox Hair. You get a bigger one and a smaller one. Love these little guys for, you know, eyeshadow or what have you. This one's a good one for under the lash line. But I've been using this larger one for like an inner corner highlight like this. These are so soft and very silky. These can be used with creams and liquids and powders because they're fox hair. So I just love me an inner corner highlight. It kind of just like gives the illusion that my eyes are bigger. Yeah, it's subtle, but I think it makes a notable difference in my opinion. So especially if you have like narrow set eyes and you kind of want to give the illusion that they're like a little bit more wide set, that's a good trick. Makeup is all about optical illusions, right? Oh, I did say, y'all, that I wanted to showcase the new Gucci powder real quick. So I'm just going to do that very quickly. That large eyeshadow brush that I just used too, I also like to use this to just kind of like touch up at the very end of my makeup. Just like small brushes like that are great for that purpose. So right now I'm just going to use this little triangle puff. And at the end of all my makeup, I just kind of like make sure that my T-zone is set in place. Okay. And then I think we're good to go. I could put like a gloss on top, like the mahogany shade, but I think I'm liking the way it looks right now. So thank you, Kat. Thank you, Felipe. Thank you, everyone. A good affordable highlighter. You know, trying to think which one I would recommend. Maybelline has some really great ones at the drugstore, so check those out. Yeah, if I would recommend any, that would be my top recommendation. Essence Pure Nude is a great one, says Kat. Thank you for that. Yeah, there you go. Okay, y'all. Hey, Allie. I'm logging off now. If you missed the live, feel free to watch on the replay. Thank you all so much for being here, for all the compliments, and for all the virtual gifts. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Happy Sunday. Bye, y'all.